Greetings viewers, Eric the Car Guy here. How are you? If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Behind me I have a 2001 SAAB 9.5 Turbo, and the owner has brought it to me and said that she has looked up on the internet about her problem, which is there's a security light that comes on in the dash about your key every once in a while, and she's also getting an intermittent no start at all. And from her research, she has found that it's this part here, which is a siren assembly, that's, you can see a little, that part of it. For the alarm system, it's located up underneath the left front fender. I've never done one of these. I've never encountered this problem before. However, I'm going off of her findings on the internet, and also the fact that this is apparently a very common problem. Apparently what happens is there's batteries that are inside this assembly that are supposed to last forever, and they don't last forever. And once those batteries wear out, they cause an issue with the anti-theft system. That's what I have to the best of my understanding. However, as I said, this is kind of a common problem apparently with these. So in essence, this is going to be a straight up parts replacement video. So if you have that issue with about this vintage of SAAB, perhaps this video can help you. So without further ado, let's head over to the car and do some work. Okay, I'm not 100% clear of where this light is supposed to be, but let's do the bulb check. I see TCS and some other things that are on, but I don't see any light that's on now. And apparently the problem is intermittent. It also started right up. And for those of you wondering, I think we have 171,000 on this model. I'm not exactly sure if it's like maybe in this message center, because I didn't see anything in the bulb check that showed info display. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything there that says like security system. So unfortunately I can't tell you where you're going to find that indication. But if you own the SAAB and you see some strange light that indicates like maybe you have a security system issue, or you're experiencing an intermittent no start due to it just no crank no start, so you go to turn the key and nothing happens, is what she says. This may be your problem. As a little aside, you know why SAAB put the ignition switch down here inside the console instead of up here where they are on many other vehicles? The reason why they did that is so that in the event of an accident, your knee didn't get smashed into those keys. I thought that was very thoughtful of them. Okay, I'm on the left front fender. Apparently the part we're looking to replace is located up in this area here, so we're going to have to raise the vehicle up and take the left front tire off. These fasteners are 17 millimeter. Alright, for a bit of added safety, I'm going to place this jack stand underneath this frame here. We're now tasked with removing this inner fender liner, and there's a couple of fasteners that I could see. We don't have to remove the entire thing. I think we're just going to have to remove this fastener, and then there's another one right here. And I think that's all we're going to have to take out. Once we take out those fasteners, I believe we'll be able to pull the fender liner back far enough to where we can get access to our part, which is right there. Okay, that last fastener was a 10 millimeter. Sorry, I didn't call that out. But these in here are 8s. Okay, two remaining fasteners are here and here. These are actually of a Torx configuration, and it would be a T25 Torx. All right, let's see if we can pull this back now. It's up at the top here. It's sort of clipped in, so you got to push in towards the body on a couple of spots. That will give you a little bit extra. Here's our prize right here. There's the electrical connector up at the top there, and it's held down by two fasteners, one right here, and there's another one at the top that you can just barely see there. above that shadow. And of course there's the electrical connection. So I'm going to pull out the electrical connection, take out the fasteners, replace my part, and see if it worked. Here's a better view of our part. And this electrical connection can be kind of tricky because you'll notice like at the top there's this little red clip, and you've got to put a screwdriver in, I believe, and pull up on that in order to get the connector to release. In fact, there are little tabs here, and I believe one on the other side that you need to pull up on. So there's little tabs here and on the other side that you need to pry up on before that other piece will come up out of there and unlock the connector. Yeah, it's got to come all the way out apparently, or at least that far. So these little areas here, you need to pull up on those first to unlock it, and then you can sort of push it up through. So that may present some difficulty for you. But now let's get in there with our, looks like 10mm fasteners. I'm going to say that it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to hit this stuff with some penetrating oil, but I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to go for this top fastener first. Alright, that top one's a nut. It's now been removed. Since looks like clearance is going to be an issue here, I'm going to use a wrench to get this lower one out, which is also, I believe, a 10mm. Came out no problem. And I have just removed the old part. Here's our new part that has been remanufactured. In fact, I'll post a link in the description to the company that was able to provide this for her. That way, should you have this problem, instead of buying an expensive new part, perhaps you can use a remanufactured part such as this. Installation is just the reverse of removal. Don't tighten this too much. These are plastic parts. They will break if you over tighten them. Alright, insert the connector. It looks like once you've got it on there, try to just push down on the lock. It looks like it goes into place. Once it's there, it's locked in. So before we put everything back together, let's test it. Let's see if this actually fixed the problem before we put it all back together. This way, if it doesn't, we can put our old one back on and no worse for wear. Okay, as I said before, it wasn't necessarily having a problem, but let's give it a start and see what happens. And it starts up. No problems. Alright, let's put that inner fender back together, get that wheel back on. Now before I put this back on, I'm going to give you a closer look at these little hooks here on the inner fender liner that hooked up into this fender. So in order to get those off, you push in to get those back for a little bit, which I'm also going to have to push in order to get them hooked up again. It was the larger washer one that goes up top. Before it goes tight, push in on the bumper a little bit. It may be sticking out. So we might make for a cleaner look. This can be tricky with these bolts. Just need to get everything lined up. Well, in my opinion, this is a really easy job. I will post the link in the description to the company that apparently remanufactures these. What she's opted to do in this case, I have to save the old part because we're going to send it back and they're going to recondition this and resell it. So you can purchase these at a very reduced cost from this place. So there'll be a link in the description for that, so that should you have the same issue, you can go about it the same way. Really not too much to add with this, other than I wish I would have had some real results for you as far as the car came in having a problem and now it's leaving not having a problem. But as I said, this is apparently a very common problem, so I think I can be fairly confident that this will deal with this issue. Anyway, I am Eric the Car Guy. You can always find me at ericthecarguy.com if you have automotive questions. I would ask that you head over to our site and type in a couple of keywords to the search function that pertain to said problem, and we'll comb through our database and perhaps you will get an answer right there instantly. If not, feel free to sign up for our forum. It is absolutely free. All you need is an email address. We're cool people, and we will do what we can to help you out. Other than that, if you want to catch me on social networks, you can find me on Google+, Facebook, and Twitter under Eric the Car Guy, all one word. And I will close with, be safe, have fun, and stay dirty. And I will see you next time. Catch you later.